We're supposed to be connected. Now, let's talk about faith. The illustration that I gave here in the morning about this guy, this magician that was tied a rope, okay? You know, I shared this with those of us who were in my class here in the morning, and this is sad, man. You know, when I hear stories like that, they break my heart so much. I don't know who is that. Dwayne? Did you say Dwayne? Is it Dwayne? Stories like that break my heart. Yesterday I was looking at this video of this lady from Canada, right? She was swimming, I think. She went swimming and she was on Facebook Live. And I had to watch her drown. Okay? There was no one. She was taking a video in a swimming pool, maybe it was in their apartment complex, and there was no one. And she drowned. 10 minutes into the video, she's crying for help. No one can hear. No one is there. No one came. She drowned. She died. The life went for 3 hours, 14 minutes. And the life was just there. The water that was, you know, it settled down, right? And I'm going, man, really? Okay, I don't know that lady. I don't know her, okay? But I want you to understand. I want you to, that is now your brother or your sister, okay? Someone just calls you and, hey, your sister just drowned. How did she die? She drowned, there was no one there to help. How do you take that?
Sorry.
Yani, where was God? Like, okay, you couldn't even wake up somebody, just atake tu nje hapa, apite hapa, aone that someone needs help. Like, really, Lord, like, what is going on here? No one came, no one is there to help. Let me tell you something about faith. Sometimes you will pray and your prayers will not be answered. Okay? Because when you talk about faith, we are like, okay, yeah. Let me just pray, the 3 Hebrew boys, okay? Let me just pray. I know Mungu is going to save me, so I'm just going to, when I'll just wait when I've been, you know, when they're going to throw me inside, I just go along with it because I know God will save me. You see what I'm saying? Let me just go along with it because I know who? God will save me. Well, guess what? Some people he didn't save. He didn't save John the Baptist. And this is the guy who was, behold, the Lamb of God that takes away the sin of the world. He has been arrested. And Christ is still preaching out there like nothing happened. We need to have so much faith in Jesus. Well, I don't know. We need to have so much faith in Jesus that if that was to happen to your sister or your brother, you still thank God for that. Job. You know Job, right? Not this one. Yeah, Job of the Bible. You know, let me tell you something about, you know, since when we read that the story of Job, we are the ones who know that Job was being tested. You know that, right? Job didn't know. Job didn't know he was being tested. To Job, it was just a way of living. That was life. Okay? He's sitting, someone comes and, hey, you know, guess what? We were at a party. No, he didn't require mission. I was taking care of your sheep, and lion just came from nowhere and devoured all of them. He took all the sheep, all the servants. I'm the only one who escaped. 2 minutes later, we were at, I was taking care of the horses. A snake or whatever came from somewhere, it destroyed all of them. I'm the only one who survived to come and give you this. We were at a party, and all your sons died. I'm the only one who escaped to come and give you this story, or not a story, to tell you. When Job says God has given and God has taken, the Bible says he didn't sin. You know why? Because he didn't know. You should know better. You should know better. When someone dies, God didn't take. It's not God who was taking the stuff Job lost. Satan is not our friend. And God is not our enemy. The devil has orchestrated everything so much so to where we are like, because what is faith? Hebrews 11 talks about faith. What is faith? The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You know, I didn't know this actually, but I don't know if I asked you this question, if you'll be able to answer this. Why do you believe in God? What if someone came here and challenged you that, you know what, like, there is no God, my friend? And he demonstrates to you there is no God. Will you be convinced? Why do you believe in God? Huh? What is the evidence that you have that you are so convinced that even if someone came here, they say, I was giving you in the morning, right? These guys were having a conversation, I think they were having a discussion. It's like, hey, I can prove to you God does not exist. Okay, go ahead. God, that's what some people do. They talk to God like he's there. If you are somewhere there, strike me with the lightning if I stand to touch my shoes. He bent down, tied his shoes, nothing happened. Why do you believe in God? What is the evidence that he has given you in your life? That you are so much convinced that I don't care what you say, I just know that God exists. That is faith. That is faith. You don't see it, but you are convinced deep down because of the evidences that he has done for you in your life. It is so personal to the point where if someone came here and said, hey guys, research shows that Kenya does not exist anywhere on the map. You will look that guy in the eye and tell him, hey, I don't care about your research, man. Kenya exists because I come from there. Okay? You are so much convinced because faith. Faith. And that faith has to be demonstrated how? In works. In works. Let me tell you the story of the Christian life. This magician tied a rope from up there to the other corner. He said, how many believe that? No, actually, I don't think that's happened, but let me say how I wish it would have happened, or I think it happened. It probably happened that way, okay? He said, before he asked the question, he took a wheelbarrow, okay, and drove it akaendesha, okay? He pushed it on the rope. Everybody was there to watch. Then he asked the question, how many believe that I can actually push this wheelbarrow to that corner? Of course, we just saw you do it. Right? Okay, now, how many want to get on it?
No. Sorry.
That is why it's so hard for us. I don't know what God is going to do to demonstrate that He is able to keep us from falling. I'm not talking about the rock now. Yes, the Christian walk. Okay, Jude 24. And to Him who is able to keep you from falling. Just believe. Just believe and get on that wheelbarrow. Okay? And believe that I have so much faith in Jesus that if I get on that wheelbarrow, I will not fall. Because that's our problem. You want me to go up there? What if I fall?
Trust and obey.
No, yeah, I'm giving this as an illustration. I'm talking about Jesus. You need to have so much faith in Jesus, not a magician. In Jesus. Okay? Then if He asks you to stand up from your seat, come and sit on this wheelbarrow, you will stand up and walk by faith. Go sit on it. And when you are sitting on it, don't look around and think, maybe I'm going to fall. Actually believe that, you know what? This guy pushing the wheelbarrow, come rain, come sunshine, he will never let me to fall. He will never, never come rain. This building will just be brought down by a tornado. Okay? But in some other ways, He is able to keep that rope from not coming down with the building. I will not fall. Come rain, come sunshine. That is faith. We are saved by grace through faith, not of works, that any man should boast. Let's read James chapter 2 and see how James puts that. James chapter 2. I think my time is done. If there's no other questions, I'm going to stop here because this is a long study. Yes. Question.
Okay, I was just wondering, how do you know that now you have enough faith? Because you've been quantifying, I can say quantifying, but you need to have too much faith. But somewhere the Bible says that if you have faith as little as a mustard seed, you can tell the mountain to move and it moves. So how much faith do we need?
2 cups.
2 cups.
Huh? How much what? Faith do we need?
We need enough faith so as not to doubt. That's how much.
I think I like that. I really like that. That so much faith that you don't doubt. How much faith did Abraham have?
A lot.
You sure?
Yes.
How much faith did John the Baptist have?
A lot.
A lot.
Enough to doubt. Enough to doubt, but it was human.
How much faith did Jesus have? Whoa.
All.
Did he doubt?
Yes.
No?
Yes. Yes.
Did he doubt?
Yes.
No?
He said yes? explain your answer. Jesus doubted. Okay.
Where?
No, wait, let me understand this. Why?
When it was, it's around the crucifixion. Yeah, just before crucifixion, when he prayed and was like, Lord, please take this cup away from me. He was like, I'm not sure you're still with me, So he was like, I'm not sure. And then even at the cross, like, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? So he doubted that God is with me. I was like, I think I'm by myself.
I don't think he doubted. The thing is,
What is doubt?
he understood that God has separated him from, him being God. So he understood the mission that he was taking, and he knew that it could result from him being separated forever, for good.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if it would.
Wow. Jesus wasn't sure. Okay.
I'll start from how much faith. That was the tricky question. In English, there's what we call stylistic devices. I know and understand that people say devices differently, but I hope you understand what I mean. Whereby you use something to mean something else. Faith. It's either you have faith or you don't. So as much as we may desire to quantify it, it's either you have faith or you don't. Second one. Did Jesus doubt? I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. Did Jesus know when he was coming to earth that he's going to die?
Yes.
Did he know that the only solution for salvation or for sin of man is Jesus died? What happens, or what happened just before he got crucified? And what did he say? No, not at the cross, before the cross.
Before he died?
What did he pray? How did he pray? What is doubt? I don't know if, or I don't know why. I don't know if I should or if I should not. Is that not what we call doubt?
Lack of certainty.
How many of us have driven on a road and there are fork, yes, but now there are three of them. So keep left at the fork, but then there is a center one. You're not sure if the center one is the left or the right of the left. Did I lose someone? And then you're driving, you keep driving, just before you turn to the left, you realize, no, I should have turned to the left. Then you're just stuck there in the island. Has doubt in the left. So Jesus, before crucifixion, he's asking God if is doubt. It's not like unless. It's if, questioning. If this is, I rest my case.
Okay.
Okay.
No, before we're going to have this conversation.
No, this one is going to end. I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know.
No, people are going to hear.
Oh, people need to hear what I'm saying. There's a verse that says God has given each and every one of us a measure of. Do you know the verse? It's what? Romans? So, this is what I'm trying to say. We find most of the stuff made in USA, made in China, made in Taiwan, which means we know it's made from that country. Am I right? So just like computers have a chip, so we come from God's hand. When we are born, God has already put a mark inside everybody, and it's a measure of faith. And that faith is as small as a mustard seed. So everybody, God has given them a measure of faith. So it's your responsibility to grow your faith.
To exercise it.
To exercise it, whatever you want to say. But everybody has a measure of faith. Even that person who is out there in the field, who does not know God, has a mark that he is God's creator, and he has a what? A small seed, a faith that is a mustard seed. So that's what God says. That small faith that God has given you, if you exercise it, you can do wonders. But now God gives us trials and temptations, allows them to come to us so our faith can be growing. So it's a walk with God. So when you are in the holy place,
Strengthen or grow.
strengthen, grow. Jesus says we are growing our faith. So will the Son of Man come and our faith is not there? Because we don't do what? Water it and grow it. So when you read God's word and you act, and that faith will start growing within you. There is a perseverance, there is forgiveness, there's so much stuff until we become what? Perfect, just like our Father in heaven is what? Perfect. So that's how we grow our faith. So I can't say like my faith is high, small, whatever. I can't quantify it because of what? How much have I been reading my Bible? What is my walk with God? So you are the one to answer that. Did Jesus, no, your time is over. Did Jesus doubt God? I myself says he did not doubt God. But he saw what is ahead of him, and he was kind of heavy on that. You can read Psalms 18. Even that Psalms 18 or 22 says what? My God, why have you forsaken me? So he was fulfilling what is there. But if you read 18, it says God came down in darkness. So Jesus thought that God is not with him there, but he is what? With him. So I don't want to go into details on that. No, yours is gone.
Bring this to close.
Huh?
Okay.
No,
Listen.
I want to read something.
Oh.
Okay, you have the mic gone.
My mic is away. So Matthew, the same Matthew that he was reading, if you let me read from verse 17. Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I bear with you? Bring him here to me. And Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. Then the disciples came to Jesus privately and said, why could we not cast it out? So Jesus said to them, because of your unbelief. For assuredly I say to you, if you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. Note, when he is replying to them, he said that because of what?
Unbelief.
Of your unbelief. And then verse 21, which is very, very important to us. However, this kind does not go out except what? By prayer and what? And fasting. So for you to get to that level of having that belief, like when you pray for something, you have that faith, you don't have the belief. You know, you pray for something, but you don't believe that it's going to happen. Because this is what Jesus is telling the disciples. That you people, you're praying for this person, but you don't have the belief that these demons are going to do what? To go out of this particular person. But he goes ahead and tells them that This cannot happen without what? Prayer and what? And fasting. So for us to grow our faith, you know, as Elder said that we've been given a measure, each and every one of us. It's like when you go, you take a seed, you go to the land, or you till the shamba and do what, and plant and put it on the soil, right? That thing is going to grow. You're going to water it. And so Jesus has given us that, he has told us that it's only going to happen by what? By prayer and what? And fasting. And so many other things that, like reading the Bible, so that you can get to build that faith gradually to get to that level.
So he's the last one speaking, and then we bring this to a close.
I just wanted to give an example of how you build trust. How do you build trust in somebody? You get to know them better, right? The first time they told you, hey, I'll be here at 10 o'clock, they're at 10 o'clock, you know this is a person I can trust. Tomorrow, they tell you, don't worry about food, I'll bring you food. They get you food, you know that this is a person I can depend on. So, our experience with God, as we grow spiritually, our faith equally grows. Why? Because now we can understand God better. There is the first time when you grow in Christ, your faith deepens. Your faith in Him becomes stronger. Why? Because you know now I can depend on God. Because that's what His Word says. So faith can grow gradually depending on how much you trust in God.
Someone read these two verses. Romans chapter 10 and verse 17. That's to answer her. And then someone else will read Romans 14:23. And one more verse that I'll give you, and then we'll finish. Romans 10:17.
So the faith comes from hearing what is told, and what is heard comes by the preaching of the message concerning Christ.
And someone that has King James read, please. No, that one is not saying the way it's supposed to be. Romans 10:17.
So then faith cometh by hearing.
So then faith comes by, and hearing what?